Well, the Blue Jays 1 win away from guaranteeing that this championship series goes back to Toronto in search of their first World Series in 32 years. The Mariners 2 wins away from their first trip to the World Series.
We all remember Luis Castillo against the Blue Jays in Toronto in the postseason in 22. And now Castillo takes the ball again tonight against the Blue Jays. Crowd on their feet. They are ready.
George Springer has had a solid postseason, but he had his first really big game yesterday. 3 for 6. His 3rd home run of the postseason, his 35th of the year, and he yanks a line drive to left field that Arozarena picks off.
See, you'll take those. You'll take hard outs.
Now the pitch to Nathan Lucas.
Ground ball first, and on 3 pitches. 2 out.
Here's first baseman Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero hitting .292 during the regular season. 23 home runs, 84 runs batted in.
Castillo to Guerrero. Up the middle. Crawford. Running throw is in time, and a 1-2-3 first on 7 pitches. So here he is, the 41-year-old Max Scherzer, his 31st postseason game, the 500th of his career.
He's going to be a glove side fastball type pitcher. He can throw to both sides of the plate. He's going to be amped up with his fastball. If I'm the Seattle Mariners, I try to get aggressive off his fastball, get on base, and maybe take some bases. He's got all the experience, but does he have the connectivity to his slider, changeup, and curveball?
There is the slider, bounce down to third. Bounce of a throw from Clement, but it's dug out by Guerrero. 1 away in this first inning. The MVP chance for Cal Raleigh. 3-2 to the big dumper is inside, and the Mariners have their first base runner as Raleigh takes the walk.
And now the Mariners have 1 on with 1 away, and that'll bring up Julio Rodriguez, who has homered in the first inning in his last 2 games.
Back-to-back walks.
Simulation game does not prepare you, even though it's great to throw 95 pitches. It does not prepare you for game action and being able to be connected with the strike zone.
And the Mariners have 2 on with 1 away for the hottest hitter in the postseason in the Mariner uniform, and that's Jorge Polanco.
His 1-2 to Jorge Polanco. Bounced up the middle, could be 2. There's 1, and a toss to first, a double play.
And with 1 pitch, Max Scherzer gets out of the jam.
And the Blue Jays should be jumping all over Luis Castillo. Throws 68% fastballs, at least during the regular season.
It's a matchup that a guy like Alejandro Kirk might like. He's leading off for the Blue Jays.
Here he hits it high. Who wants it? Naylor the call and the catch.
And there's 1 out for the Blue Jays here in the top half of the second. And that'll bring up center fielder Dalton Varsho. Varsho 2 for 5 last night with a couple of runs batted in, and everybody chipped in offensively for the Blue Jays last night.
Goes down with a slider right here to strike him out. He's retired the first 5. There's his first K.
The change of speeds and the little break. That is what you want to start that off the plate and catch part of it and under the barrel.
So 2 outs, still the base is empty. Pitch to Ernie Clement.
Up the middle he goes with another 2-strike hit. Ernie Clement, close to 500 in this postseason, is the first base runner for Toronto.
Here's Addison Barger, runner on, 2 outs, and a pitch.
He flips one to short, and a puck from Crawford. Snow cone there, climbing the ladder.
Holy smokes, what a catch by JP, high in the air, brings it down, and that will retire the side.
And now we'll see what Max Scherzer has in store after walking 2 but not giving up a hit or a run. He'll face 5, 6, 7 in the Mariner order, starting with Josh Naylor.
The windup and the pitch from Scherzer, swinging a fly ball deep into the gap in right center field. Varsho going back to the 1-inning track to the wall, leaps up, and does he make the catch? No, it's gone. It is gone. Goodbye baseball. Varsho came down. I was looking for the second base umpire, Josh Naylor, with a home run right in front of the J-Rod squad, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead. And the Canadian from outside of Toronto with a home run against the Blue Jays give the Mariners a lead 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second. What an addition right before the trade deadline. Josh Naylor.
And the Mariners, for a second straight game here, start the scoring. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will lead it off for the Blue Jays, making his first start of this series. Kiner-Falefa leads off against Luis Castillo. 1-1 pitch. IKF hooks it down the third baseline. Fair ball out of the reach of Suarez and into the sidewall. Kiner-Falefa around first, into second with his first hit of the postseason.
How about that? He got that slider kind of spinning over the heart of the plate. He ripped it past the outstretched glove of Eugenio Suarez.
Here's Andres Jimenez, who in a similar spot yesterday hit a 2-run homer to tie the game. Runner on second, no outs, corners in, and Castillo from the stretch. Swing and a deep drive right field. Turning backhand zone, turns at the wall. It's gone! Andres Jimenez for a second straight night launches a 2-run homer, and the Blue Jays lead 2-1 in the top of the third.
What a swing from Andres Jimenez. Again, he works the count, fights off some tough pitches. He gets that fastball at 95 over the heart of the plate. And again, I think he's trying to move the runner. He's trying to hit the ball to the right side of the infield. But when you get a pitch like that over the heart of the plate, why try to do that when you can barrel it up and get it out of here?
This guy is unbelievable right now. He had no career postseason homers 48 hours ago, and now he's homered in back-to-back games. First lead of the night for the Blue Jays. Up 2-1, 1 out, top of the third. Pitch to Nathan Lucas.
Lucas on 1-2. Hits it hard. Up the middle, base hit. Another 2-strike hit for Toronto.
That's another mistake from Luis Castillo. It's a 1-2 count. You're not trying to throw that fastball right down the middle. And he's at first base now with 1 out here in this inning.
As Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes up.
Vlad Jr. scorches one into center field for a hit of his own.
Up to second goes Lucas, and the Blue Jays have 5 hits in the game, 4 of them this inning.
You need to be able to stay out of the heart of the plate, and the last 2 hits have been just complete meatballs. Fastballs nearly grooved right down the heart of the plate. To Lucas and to Guerrero on back-to-back pitches, no less.
And Kirk is going to bat here.
Fastball misses low to load the bases. Dan Wilson, how aggressive will he be? He gave us the feeling when we talked to him before the game that he would be really aggressive. He felt like the game was hanging in the balance here, and here he comes. Going to make a change in the 3rd inning. Just a couple minutes ago, Luis Castillo was walking off of the mound with his crowd roaring after a 7-pitch first inning. Life comes at you fast in the postseason. The night is over for Luis Castillo. It'll be up to this Mariners bullpen to carry the load in game 4.
So the bases are loaded with only 1 out. Spire had the great year this season, 4-3 with a 2.61 ERA and 76 appearances. And now he comes in a lot of hot water here in the top of the 3rd. Looking to face the left-handed bat of Dalton Varsho.
Down and away, ball 4. A bases loaded walk to bring in a run. Lucas in to score on the RBI from Varsho. Kirk at second and Guerrero at third. 3-1 Blue Jays in the top of the 3rd inning. 3-run inning for the Blue Jays. Only 1 out with the bases loaded, and Ernie Clement's up. Already 1 for 1.
The 2-2. Got him. Turn it up to 97 to strike out Clement.
Well, this is either going to be a game-saving at bat coming up, or a game break it open and Toronto's off to the races, because the leverage should be left on left here. 2 outs, advantage Seattle.
Addison Barger, who the Jays are hoping found his swing with a home run last night. 1-2 pitch. Spire strikes him out and strands the bases loaded.
That is a leadoff walk. Good start to the 3rd. Rivas aboard, and here comes the top of the order in Randy Arozarena.
To left center field. Lucas makes the catch. The 1 gone in this 3rd inning. Scherzer in his 18th year faces Cal Raleigh. 3 hits in this series. 2 of them have been homers. Toss over to first in a close play. Glad saying he wants him to take a look. Ooh, he might have a case.
It's a quick move.
That was really close. John Schneider is thinking about it right now, and they will review this play.
You get 2 challenges, so you can be a little more aggressive in the postseason. Oh, I think he got him. We're looking at it. It's close. The call on the field is safe, which is important. They need to be 100% sure. It's going to be bang, bang on this one. It might not be enough, but my hunch looking at the replays, he got him. What do you think, Chris?
Well, to the naked eye, I initially thought they got him, and we're seeing a really slow angle right now. Actually, a pretty good angle. And I think this call will be reversed. I mean, it might be too close. The evidence might not be strong enough, but we're seeing the replay now. I think that they're going to change this call.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out, and Toronto will retain their count.
So Rivas picked off first base, and the base is wiped clean. Here comes the 1-2. Raleigh tries to lay off, but he went around strike 3. Max Scherzer's first strikeout of the game comes against Cal Raleigh.
It's a 3-1 Blue Jays lead beginning the top of the 4th. You've got 8, 9, and 1 as Spire is pitching. It's the right-handed bat of Kiner Falefa.
Flied into center field. Rodriguez charges on, and it dunks in a base hit. There's another example Kiner-Falefa fouls off good pitch after good pitch and then flexes a base hit into right center.
First pitch to Andres Jimenez, and he bunts it toward third. A good one. Barehanded Eugenio Suarez throws on to first for the out. Jimenez put that one right down the line, but the Mariners were expecting it. A sac bunt for Andres Jimenez, which feels funny given he's homered each of the last 2 games, but he does the job from the 9th spot, setting up George Springer with a runner in scoring position.
Yanked to left field. That's headed for the corner. Extra bases for George Springer. Kiner-Falefa's in to score, and it's 4-1 Jays.
Well, how good was that sacrifice bunt call from John Schneider, moving that runner up to second base? I don't know if he scores, if he's on first base and George Springer hits that ball down the line, if IKF scores from first base. But what a call from John Schneider. Another good swing from George Springer. He gets a slider that's hanging over the middle, and he rips it down the line for an RBI and a 4-1 Blue Jays lead.
Springer moves up 90 feet, but now 2 outs in this top of the 4th. And that will be it for Gabe Spire, who gave up an inherited run in the 3rd and then a run of his own here in the 4th. Dan Wilson out to make a pitching change.
So here's Brash, 1-3 on the year with a 2.47 ERA and 53 appearances.
A big matchup here. Runner at third base, 2 outs. Vlad deep in the box from the right side. Menacing hitter for the Blue Jays.
In the dirt right here, Springer comes home, and it's 5-1. Everything going Toronto's way.
Second night in a row that a wild pitch catches in a Blue Jay run.
That was a weird one. Again, Cal Raleigh normally gets in front of those balls and blocks everything. He normally catches everything, but for whatever reason, he was in between. Wasn't sure what to do with that pitch. It looked like he wanted to pick it and didn't get down in time, and that ball scooched through the legs of Cal Raleigh for the 5th run of the ballgame.
Fastball's poked to deep right field. Canzone over to the corner. He's there.
The Blue Jays add 2 runs to their lead.
Josh Naylor home run in the 2nd inning. That is all. It's the only hit against Max Scherzer. Well, the Blue Jays offense has again come out firing. 3 runs in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 4th. Rodriguez leads off. 1-2 to Rodriguez. Breaking ball and a beauty. That looks like the old Scherzer. Spinning that curveball in there to strike out Rodriguez.
And that would have been the only concern I had for a guy who hadn't pitched in over a month. And he's gotten better as the game's gone on, separating his velocity with a change of speed, whether it's the changeup or this breaking ball.
There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th with the bases empty.
There comes Josh Naylor.
Here he comes with an 0-2. Punch left side and through, and Naylor's got both hits for Seattle.
He is 2 for 2 tonight. He has been the lone offense so far for the Mariners. And a base runner with 2 outs brings up Gino.
Scherzer's 1-2 pitch. Got him, and Mad Max is turning back the clock tonight.
And it's 2 strikeouts for Scherzer in a scoreless bottom of the 4th. No runs, and Naylor hit with 2 outs. He's left on first base. We head to the 5th.
Max Scherzer, champion with the Nationals in 2019, champion again with the Rangers in 2023, and here in his 18th year at the age of 41, he's into the 5th inning, having given up just 1 run against the Seattle team. Dominic Canzone leads off. Rolls this one towards the middle and through. He got to a changeup and got his first hit of this series. Leadoff man on for Seattle.
A base hit for the Mariners to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Crawford.
This is Crawford, flies his 3-1 pitch to center field. Had him on the ropes a little bit right there, and then a fly out to center for the first out.
1 out, pitch to Leo Rivas.
Rivas to right center field. Barger on the run, makes the catch. His first time in right field in a month, and Addison Barger covers ground and makes the catch. Scherzer in a stare down right here with John Schneider as he comes out with a Rosarena coming up. Scherzer 1 out away from qualifying for his first win in the postseason in 6 years. And he sends him back to the dugout. Wow.
He was just going to do a quick word with him anyway. Say, hey, man, you got 1 more hitter.
Scherzer's 1-2 pitch. Curve strikes him out.
5 innings of 1-run ball, vintage Max Scherzer, and Raleigh is 0 for 2. One of the biggest keys so far for Scherzer is he has not let Raleigh do damage.
There's a Leo.
And he strikes out Rodriguez on another breaking pitch. All 5 of his Ks have come on spin.
Well, he's in rhythm now, and so when you see a pitcher in rhythm and he's had the success knowing how to limit damage, he's making it happen.
176 career playoff strikeouts now.
There's Polanco.
Home with another 3-2, and it's inside for ball 4. So the 4th walk that he's issued is going to be the end of his night. Instead of letting him face Josh Naylor again, John Schneider's out there to make a change. Max Scherzer 5 2/3. What a night. Scherzer take a bow. Game 4, the American League Championship Series, in position to win his first postseason game in 6 years.
Flew Hardy, first base side of the rubber. He deals.
All 4.
Outside, ball 4. So here we go. Eugenio Suarez will bat against the lefty here.
Punches a base hit the other way. Polanco heads for the plate. Barger's got a cannon. His throw goes to third in time, but the run scores.
Wow, you cannot get thrown out at third there.
The Mariners get one, but Barger with that rocket arm that the Mariners have seen before this year, it strikes again. As a tough way for the inning to come to a close.
Mariners pen having another solid night. Brash and Vargas have combined for 2 1/3 scoreless, and out there from Bizzardo. Now we'll face Vlad Jr. 1-1 pitch is hit high in the air, right field. Tracking backhand zone at the warning track. Leaps at the fence. It is gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with his 5th home run of the postseason, and the Blue Jays strike back to take a 6-2 lead in the 7th.
That pitch was on the black on the outside part of the plate at 96 miles an hour. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. showing off the opposite field power, getting the barrel to that tough pitch, and just sneaking it out here above that glove of Dominic Canzone out in right field. What a swing from him, and what an important run for the Toronto Blue Jays.
No Blue Jay has ever hit more home runs in a playoff run than Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who passes Jose Bautista with his 5th. And 2 outs and 3 pitches for Louis Varland.
Here's Rivas.
Rivas in the air to right field. Barger on the run, makes a diving catch. And Addison Barger having the time of his life out there roaming right field.
Barger has done it all in right field tonight for the Blue Jays. A tremendous catch, and that ends the inning. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the 7th. He has been a shining star defensively in right field.
Meanwhile, Barger is in the on-deck circle. He'll hit second this inning. Ernie Clement leads off. And it's a new pitcher for Seattle. Right-hander Emerson Hancock makes his 2nd career postseason appearance.
Through the left side, and a base hit for Clement. 2nd of the day for Ernie.
Ernie Clement's at first base with nobody out in this inning. Addison Barger standing in that batter's box.
High and outside, ball 4. You mentioned the strike throwing. It evades him there. And Addison Barger has a full count walk to make it 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
And that'll bring up second baseman Kiner Falefa.
Kiner Falefa is up there trying to bunt. This time he lays it down. He was unable to do that his last time. 2nd successful sacrifice of the game for the Jays.
And now the Blue Jays threaten one more time. And the batter is Andres Jimenez.
Up the middle he goes. He's knocked in another. Shaw retreated. Now he's going to head for the plate. Here comes the throw from Rodriguez. It's not in time. 2-run single for Andres Jimenez, and he's knocked in 4 of Toronto's 8.
Well, Miles Straw actually went back to the bag at second base. I think he was unsure if Leo Rivas was going to make that play off the glove of Hancock. But as soon as he realized that ball was getting into center field, he was off, and he didn't stop, rounding third base, and scored just ahead of the throw from Julio Rodriguez in center field.
But 3 excruciating outs separate the Blue Jays and their fans here from knotting up the series. Sir Anthony Dominguez into the game for the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, John Schneider not messing around, even up 6 runs.
Sir Anthony Dominguez will get the middle third of the Seattle order. It's Jorge Polanco leading off, Josh Naylor and Eugenio Suarez set to hit behind him. All really tough hitters for the right-hander to face.
Sky high to center field for Varsho. One away here in the 9th inning.
Josh Naylor up today, by far the best Mariners bat in this game. Despite them only having 4 hits and 2 runs, he's been on all 3 times.
They're trying to keep the perfect yo-yo going. 3 hits, no hits, 3 hits, no hits. 2 hits tonight. Hey, there's the 3rd. Love when trends continue. Yeah.
Naylor is now 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer plus a walk. And it is a smart play from the Canadian Naylor. You're down 6. You're not going to take a risk right now. Suarez up, 1 out. Dominguez deals.
In the air, shallow right field. Kiner Falefa's over there. He's had a good game in his first start of this championship series, and he squeezes out number 2.
Blue Jays 1 out away from making it a 2-2 tie in the best of 7 series. So here is Don Canzone.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Canzone. Here it comes. That is strike 3. And this best of 7 has become a best of 3. The road team reigning supreme. The Blue Jays winning games 3 and 4 in Seattle after dropping the 2 in Toronto. What a bounce back.
It is. It's great belief. It's sticking to your plan and knowing you're just a moment from getting connected at the plate. And this team relies on all 9 guys. I've never seen a lineup do as many things consistently as they do.